Hey guys, it's your girl Wandika, originally from Jamaica, and I know this is different, but this is still my November book. I'll show you what I did. Alright. Remember this? Well, I had to take out the pages because I don't know what it was. I think maybe the tea-dyed paper I had in here, and it got a bit damp or for some reason, but they were coming out, so I decided to give up on this book. I think I'm going to prepare it for some new pages, and this time I won't have tea-dyed pages. I think I'll just have something with sturdy paper in here so that they won't have the same problem in the future. Here are the pages that I did already, and I said I am not going to do over any of these pages. I would probably be able to find some of these again, but I was not going to do that. So I did what I've done with my collages. I scanned them in the computer so that if I needed to print them bigger for whichever book that I was going to use, then I would have a big enough I could customize it however I wanted. And so I decided on this small book, and this is the smallest planner I've ever used. You know that I love my big books, but I don't know, as I tell you, the books reveal themselves. So I did change the front, so I put in some, because I had this Happy Life planner, and I've been using some of the pages like this in other collages and stuff, so I just decided to use the November calendar in this, and as I said, I scanned the pages and just glued it down, added some more washi tape to reinforce the edges that I always do, you know, and I loved it. I'm like, it's tiny if you compare it to my others, because remember, this was October, and you see how it compares, and this was September, which is how I've been doing them normally. So this is how I've been doing them from the start of the year. I mean, I did start this size and I didn't really like it because I was trying out a new thing and it didn't work out, and so quickly I shifted to this size, and I was like, yeah, this is the way that I am going to journal, and it holds a lot of stuff, and it's, you know, you have room to do all kinds of stuff, and I loved it for a while, and then I wanted a change, and so, you know, I got this sketchbook and just did mostly collages, even though I did collages in here, but this is more features than I normally do, and so it's a departure only really in size because I just maintain the collage. That's basically it. And what I've done here is I've scanned it, as I said, printed them out 8 by 10 and cut them so that they would fit, and because this is 8 by 10 as a whole, because that's how I scanned it. I scanned 2 pages across as 1 page so that I knew it would work, and then just printed them at this size, and I like it. It's small and I think I'm okay with it, and I do think this is preparing me for next year when I think I'm just gonna be using those travel journal sizes and do inserts. I think I've really become obsessed with traveler's notebooks, but yeah, I really like this, you know. And so I wanted to do a journal with me for today's, I mean, by the time you see it, it will probably be the 10th. So I might do a layout of like the background page and stuff for the 10th, but I want to to show you how I will do just from a blank page. You've seen me do stuff like this before. So this is just another edition of Journal with Me, and I have my scraps here. One day I had gone to Subway, so I think I might use that there. I normally just speed this up, so I think I'll just do that, because you guys know I don't really have a predetermined design for my pages. I just look and see what I have. I'll address that. Sometimes I like to put washi tape on the spine because I think it protects it more from coming apart. And as you notice, I have to have my to-do list, so sometimes it will be a piece of paper like this that already has squares to tick off items. I've been deciding how many quotes should I put in, but I don't really like to think too much about it. I just thought I preferred this quote for today, so that's why I'm using this. And as I said, things may change once I start to tick off items, add pictures of the day and so on. But I like to have a base. This I got in a paper pack from Tuesday Morning. I don't remember the name, but I thought this is something I should have because I've been downloading numbers off of the internet or using my previous book, that artsy book that I have been using for all the, most of my months. I didn't want to use it anymore. I wanted to use something new. I didn't have a 0 in it, so I had to just convert this to make a 0. But it worked out fine. And I thought using the white pen would unify it, if I just make these little dashes around it. it would unify the whole thing. And sometimes with these washi tape, I like to make sure that it, you know, has a unified theme. So that's why I was trying to put it on the other side, and I just put this one down. But later I kind of put another piece over it because it just seemed, you know, just slapped there, and I didn't really like it being there in that way. So I just kind of cover it with this washi tape. And washi tape is quite valuable to me for when I want to do a quick page. And you saw what I did with the others that I had scanned in. I just used washi tape on the edges to reinforce it. And so it's a very simple idea. I'm going to do a lot more drawing and painting in my daily journals though. So this page is ready for I'm gonna put a picture there. I also wanted to show you this insert cover that I made using some of those images from that same book I told you, that art illustration book, and I decided to use this part that was at the back of the book that says fin to end it, so that whenever I get to the last signature. So I have some of these that were from other books that I can put in here. I think I'm gonna sew it in. What was in there was actually some ruled paper, and I like these actually. It's just that when I took it off and worked on it, somehow it seemed to overhang a little bit the insides, which I really don't like, and I don't want to have to cut these down, so I think I'll just work with the blank one in here. It seemed to fit better. So here I have another insert. Alright, so I just wanted to show you the two new journals that I got, and it's not the Traveler's Notebook, it's not the Traveler's Company notebook, but these look really good, and I'm still gonna try and get the Traveler's Company, or formerly Midori notebook, because the one that I thought was coming was Midori, but it said Midori style. Yeah, and so I want to get the actual Midori Traveler's Company book, you know. But in the meantime, as I said, since my interest has been piqued with Traveler's notebooks as daily journals, I said I wanted to get a couple. And wow, was this new? Why does it have all of this stuff on it? Anyway, I like the color of, you know, camel color stuff, and pretty standard paper. Well, this is a little thinner than I've seen. I guess these really are just for writing and not so much loading up the page. Also comes with a, ooh, and this has more than one. Okay. Alright, here's an extra one. I mean, that was a little underwhelming. I thought with all of the packaging that it would be a little bit more exciting, but yeah, that was underwhelming. So I don't know about this one. I might return this one because it didn't look like this on Amazon pictures. I mean, it does come with a pen, but I have, let me just show you that I have a bunch of pens. I don't want 4 pens. And you notice that my desk is a lot clearer because I spent much of the weekend just clearing out stuff, getting rid of stuff. Anyway, so I'm not a fan of it. My first impression is kind of not that excited. Let me see. And the pen doesn't work. Okay, there we go. But yeah, nothing that exciting. I felt a lot more excited about this one that I showed you guys before. I'm a lot more excited about this one, definitely. So I don't know, I think I might return this. As I've told you guys, you know, because of my love of paper and paper products and stuff, it's also a very emotional thing. And so if I'm not feeling something, then, you know, it's not going to motivate me to use it. So I'm going to check if they really sent me a new one, because that looked kind of grubby. And then this is another one that I saw that was discounted on Amazon. And so the adventure begins. So the postcard. I'll tuck this into my journal. Ooh, now this I like. And it feels very, I like the feeling of it, smooth and sturdy. Yeah, it's similar to this one. I love it. You see what I mean? Yeah, it's how you feel about stuff. I'm more of like a dark leather, you know, that has these interesting elements. I think this is more me. And it has similar, just like this one, it has similar paper and everything. Even the stitching looks the same. Yeah. I love this. And so I think what I'll do is I'll put those, let's see, ready to go. So now I have all of my newly converted journals in here. Love it, love it. Yeah, so you see, sometimes you just know. Sometimes you just know. So for this one, I started to do a sketch. I'm gonna work on that and turn it into a background for writing. I think I might just write this side. These are some flowers that I sketched from one of my friends on Instagram. He takes these really interesting photos of flowers. And I said I'm gonna paint it, and he said do it, so I'm gonna do that. Yeah, all right. So you see, if a journal makes me excited, that is a good sign. And these two, I feel excited about it. Oh, the other thing I got was this cloth pouch. I think it was like $8.99 on Amazon, and so that's pretty cool. So I think I might put it here. Since I have this going all the way, it might be good to have another pouch here. Oh, well, I don't have one in this book. Maybe I should do that in here. Yeah, since there is no pouch here, I'm just gonna do it here. Perfect. Perfect. Yes. So now I have stuff I can slip in there, and especially this says craft your life from daydreams, and yeah, I know I'm going to do a lot more collaging and writing and sketching in here. Put some stuff here. Alright you guys, I'm very excited now. I'm very excited now to use my traveler's notebook, my traveler's notebooks as journals. So maybe what I'll do at another time is, I'm going to leave these for now, but I'm going to decorate the covers. I'll put them in here for now. And I've learned how to add, I can just put another elastic around here, and then just because that's what I've done with this, where I put the elastic here and then slipped in this signature. So I'll put another elastic and slip in the other signature. Or maybe I won't, because then it may get too bulky. See? Well, it fits, but when I start using it, it will get too bulky. So for now, I'll leave this one out. I was going to update my personal journal, but I'm too tired. I think I will do that in another video. But thanks so much for watching, you guys, and don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Walk good.